Infinite peace. In today's video, it's a conversation between Anant Bhai and Bapuji, where Anant Bhai asks, what is the secret of Atma? What is soul consciousness or Atma Swarup? As many seekers have joined us and want to know the details about the same. In reality, what is Atma Swarup? So, to which Bapuji replies, to know about Atmaswarup, first we need to understand who am I. Today, everyone knows or has common sense or a basic understanding to realize that I am soul. Muslims know about soul and call as Ruh. Christians also know about soul. So, most people know about soul. Now, where does soul reside? Soul governs our body and resides at the center point of our mind, that is forehead, where we put tilak. Center point between our eyebrows, it controls the body. Scientifically, like how soul governs the body, science has still not proved it. Science does not have means to prove it. Science does not 100% believe in soul. To which Anand Bhai adds on that yes, still science could not prove about soul. In fact, science does not know anything about soul. In spirituality, they say soul has consciousness, soul is conscious or jagrut. So, how to recognize soul or how to experience Atma Swarup? To which Dadaji says that now everyone knows that soul governs the body. It is about recognition of the soul. Today's main subject is Atma Swarup. So, Atma stays at the center point. Atma is Paramatma. Atma is a creation of God or Shiva. So, a creation of Shiv would be just like him. Soul can say Shivoham Shivoham, as Shiv is the creator. We can say that Shiv is the father of the soul. Like father, like children. Children can also say that I am Shiv. Children too gets the title of the father. Therefore, children can say Shivoham Shivoham. According to scripture, soul can be of Brahma Swarup too. If soul is like Brahma, Brahma means light. God is also in the form of light, and soul too resembles light form. Hence, we all do Aham Brahmasmi means I resemble to God. So, initially, just to give background, soul having knowledge of Brahma realize themselves in the form of light. Brahma means light, but those who worship Shiv in the form of light are also called as Brahma. Shiv resides in the supreme abode, that is Paramdham. Those who worship Nirakar, that is incorporeal Shiv, worships Brahma for worship incorporeal form of Shiv. Initially, Jyotirlings were created. Then from Jyotirlings to Shivlings were made. Then corporeal, that is Akari form of Shankars were made. Incarnation of God happened and people felt the presence of Almighty considered for worship. Soul has to realize Atma Swarup. So for what to do for this? Like in Brahma Kumaris, initially for basic knowledge, they used to make you feel that soul is at the center of your forehead and learn I am soul. So Anand Bhai adds on that they remind all the qualities of the soul again and again, such as I am peaceful soul, I am loving soul, like affirmations. They always remind all 32 qualities of soul, which they define, such as I am extreme inner knowledge by repeating continuously. They remind constantly white light at the center point of our forehead and used to call it as Atma Swarup. Just forget the body and remember that I am soul of light. I am a peaceful as like I like peace. In this way they realize the soul and call it as Atma Swarup. To which Bapuji also adds on saying that these days souls are very tamo pradhan or temporal. That's why humans have no power for realization of soul or feel Atma Swarup. Chaitanya Atma or conscious soul is just like a sparkling diamond. But for realization of soul, you should have connection with Almighty. When soul connects with Almighty, soul receives power from Almighty and shine, and then you will feel Atma Swarup or soul consciousness. Anand Bhai adds on, in Brahma Kumaris they are taking power from Shiv Baba. To which Bapuji says, yes, in Brahma Kumari they receive power from incorporeal, that is Nirakar Shiv Baba. People who follow devotional path or bhakti mark, they worship Brahma. They too worship the incorporeal form. They worship in the form of Jyotirlings or Shivlinga. They do not prepare symbol of light in the sky, but Brahma Kumaris prepare a symbol to worship incorporeal, that is Nirakar Shiv Baba, through yoga. Yoga means connection. After realizing soul, same has been said in Bhagavad Gita. You just forget your body and all the relations attached with your body and realize your soul, that is, be in Atma Swarup and remember me. I will destroy all your sins means remembering Almighty authority. He will destroy all the sins. Now, normal soul will never try for Atma Swarup, that is soul consciousness. Only high quality souls might be possible who belongs to 33 crore god goddesses, or very sad or depressed soul in too much of pain will go and try and understand the theory of karma. Soul has recordings of all our past deeds or karma. For realizing Atma Swarup or soul consciousness, soul has to connect with Almighty. As soul connects with the Nirakar Shiv Baba, they receive small portion of power. As soul receives small quantum of power, it reaches to the casual body and helps little in destructions of their sinful actions or deeds. But from Shiv Baba, soul does not receive much power. I too realize this. The small quantum of power can help little in physical world of 5 elements. By receiving the small power, what people like in Brahma Kumaris since 1936, they are spreading vibrations of destruction. As they receive some power from yoga, they misuse this power of soul, like thinking of negative for someone, thinking of destructions, everything will be destroyed, so negative vibrations will be spread. Since 1936 they were repeating Atma Paramatma, that is soul, supreme soul. They are remembering Nirakar Shiv Baba. Whatever small power they receive from Shiv Baba, today the same power became the reason of destructions in this materialistic world due to the vibrations of destruction spread by them. Millions of people connected with them are doing yoga for destruction. Negative vibrations spread in all atmosphere. Second World War occurred in 1936. After that, they said that Third World War will also happen. Natural calamities will occur, etc. They always think of destruction. So, Anand Bhai adds on, means due to the misuse of power, negativity has increased in the world. Bapuji confirms that after Second World War in 1936, world deteriorated rapidly. Resources of destruction developed after 1936. Atom bombs developed, hydrogen bombs developed. Whose thoughts initiated development of all these resources? So Anand Bhai now asks, Bapuji, do today's human, can they realize soul consciousness? To which Bapuji says, see, practically to define the realization of soul consciousness is not same for everyone. Soul belongs from a different category. Realize soul consciousness in different manner. Realizing of soul consciousness is a result of very hard work. It's diligence of yours. I am soul, think and connect with Almighty and realize soul consciousness. Remember Almighty in a soul conscious. You will receive power from Almighty. When we connect with powerhouse, we receive power. But if you remember those who do not have power, then nothing will happen. Anand Bhai asked, do anything happens if we remember and connect with sadhu, saint, goddesses, gods, enlightened souls? To which Bapuji says, in Bhagavad Gita it is said that whomever we connect, we will get that. If we remember ghost or evil spirit, you will achieve evil spirit. Or if you remember ancestors, you will find your ancestors. So you should always connect directly with the powerhouse. So now, what is powerhouse? This you need to first understand. Soul needs power. For this, earlier people used to awaken Kundalini and produce sounds of Om. Sages, monks do penances for thousands of years. Awaken Kundalini means whatever power resides at the umbilicus or Muladhara will come upwards from bottom to top. The power resides at umbilicus. I too realize this. There is a big difference between path of knowledge and path of devotion. Here, soul emerges through 8 Agna Chakra and receives power directly from the Supreme Soul in soul consciousness. Above 8 Agna Chakra, there is a Sahasrara. What earlier sages or monks used to do to awaken Kundalini is bring power upward from Mooladhara. There is an abode of different gods. At bottommost is Ganeshaya Namaha, do Ganesha, and then Brahma. Above that Vishnu, and then after that Lakshmi. All these are the owners of Kundalini. What will happen with Kundalini or cycles or chakras when soul is engaged in sinful actions? Anand Bhai asks, To which Bapuji replies, that's my sages, monks do penances, salvations of souls, but fail to liberate their souls because for salvation of soul needs power. For realizing soul consciousness, also soul needs power. So, how can we realize soul consciousness when all sinful actions or sins within the soul is removed? Only then one will be able to realize the soul. Only by saying that I am soul, I am soul, no one can realize soul. So Anand Bhai adds on, Bapuji, it can be possible by repeating again and again that I am soul, I am soul. Whatever thoughts and resolutions working in the mind will stop at least for that time being. To which Bapuji says, yes, to confirm the soul, this is the first lesson which is required to do, that repeat, I am soul, I am soul. See, first focus at the center point of forehead that I am a soul conscious soul and realize white light there. Realizing that at the center point of forehead, soul is in the form of white light, sparkling like diamond. Soul governs your body. Realize this while eating, drinking, or doing something that I am soul. Feel soul consciousness, realize soul consciousness, and remember Almighty authority. To which Anand Bhai says, means while eating, drinking, or doing anything at every time, we should always keep in mind that I am soul. But as per the Behad knowledge, as light of your knowledge, we shall keep in mind that I am supreme soul of infinite. To which Bapuji adds that children of infinite shall think that I am supreme great soul of infinite. बेहद के परम महान आत्मा हूँ. By saying supreme great soul of infinite, your vibrations will touch that power resides in your soul. Vibrations of soul gets affected by saying also. Such as if you say बेहद की परम महा शांति है, that is supreme ultimate peace of infinite. These vibrations touch your soul. Souls of infinite, that is बेहद के बच्चे, shall always think that I am supreme great soul of infinite. I reside at the center point of forehead and my creator, that is father of infinite, that is बेहद के Bapuji, and receive power from the father of infinite. By receiving power from father of infinite, that is बेहद के Bapuji, that is in sakar form, that is corporeal form, and nirakar form, that is incorporeal form, which is called as chitra me vichitra. We should always remember the sakara rupa and see the nirakara rupa in his forehead. So by receiving, all the Behad children knows about this procedure. Those who admit the corporeal form shall hold corporeal form of Almighty authority and receive power from Almighty authority in the highest supreme abode. Almighty authority is in incorporeal form, that is Nirakar, in the highest supreme abode. Realizing soul conscious and receive light in the soul from Nirakar form of Almighty authority. If you receive power in soul conscious, Almighty authority is the ocean of power. Then Anand Bhai asks, next question will be, what is ocean of power? Then Bapuji replies, from Almighty authority you can receive immense power. Connect with Almighty authority by making a relation. He is my great grandfather. What is for the world Almighty authority is a great grandfather, but for children of infinite, Behad ke bacche, he is a grandfather. Realize that he is my grandfather. I am receiving power from him while eating, drinking, or doing anything. Receive power and realize that power too. And along with this, you can spread vibration of Param Shanti or a supreme peace. You will gain double. You will receive power and make vibrations too. Slowly, you will realize soul consciousness. As you realize soul conscious, you will receive immense power as you make vibrations of supreme peace. Your aura will also become of supreme peace. To which Anand Bhai says, do this soul of vanishing world or a mrityu loka as well as Behad ke infinite world, both can practice this. Bapuji says, souls of the supreme mrityu loka or a perishable world will not accept this knowledge. Soul of materialistic world will never move on to this path of knowledge. They will roam here and there and they will not capture the knowledge of infinite. They will never be able to think think and that I am a soul of infinite, because they will never understand the knowledge of infinite. Therefore, souls of gross world or a different are different. I am giving this knowledge only for the souls of infinite. Today's subject is only for the souls of infinite. Souls of materialistic world will not, capable of understanding this knowledge. But if the soul does not have a capacity of the infinite, how will they understand that they never understand if they come, even the lakhs of times in the birth cycle and listen to this knowledge? After that, also they will not be able to understand. Anand Bhai asked, Bapuji, once you said that very, whatever you have said, it is very good thing. The materialistic world souls does not have a knowledge of self, but for Behar children it is good, then they will be happy to hear this. Bapuji adds on that if they don't have self of knowledge, how will they understand the soul? Soul has cell of knowledge. If the soul belongs to the infinite, it has a cell of knowledge in which the recording of the drama of the infinite since origin and the middle is available. If the soul belongs to infinite, it understands and will receive power from grandfather of the infinite. They will connect powerhouse of infinite, and they receive power of the infinite, because souls of infinite requires power of infinite. Connection with small powerhouse will not provide anything. People worship goddesses or god in devotional path or bhakti marga, they don't gain anything, I said in many of my earlier videos. But for realizing soul conscious, every time you should keep on thinking soul conscious, receive power in soul consciousness and receive power from almighty authority. What happens when you realize soul consciousness? What are the signs of realizing soul consciousness? Anand Bhai asks. So which Bapuji replies, when soul receives power or knowledge of infinite, is emerged due to the knowledge of infinite, detachment of infinite is emerged. Detachment from Mrityu Loka or a vanishing world develops. When detachment of the infinite develops, mind goes again and again in the highest supreme abode. In the highest supreme abode, now as the knowledge of infinite emerges again and again, of the detachment of the world, materialistic world is developed, mind will go to the highest supreme abode. Mind will always think that I have to go to the highest supreme abode and will go there again and again. Well, so when soul connects with the powerhouse and great great grandfather, remembers relation with the grandfather, receives more power due to the love with the grandfather, soul will receive the power shower from grandfather by thinking that it will, it is my grandfather. As soul receives power, debris of souls will start vanishing. Now, how to realize? When soul receives power, then soul receives supreme light. The supreme power directly reaches the causal body, great causal body. First, it destroys the sinful actions, and then this power storage in causal body, great causal body, that is Karan Mahakaran Sharir, slowly this power charges the causal body like 10%, 20%, 40%, like this it goes on, and great causal body charges, then aura of the subtle body develops, is subtle body, then subtle body too converts into the supreme element. As subtle body converts into the supreme element, aura will also develop of supreme elements. Then you will have such level of confidence that whatever you think, that will happen. Then Bapuji further adds on, whatever your thoughts, but negative thoughts will stop. Think first. The same time you will feel the ultimate happiness. Always you realize aesthetic pleasure, Paramananda, you will always remain in the ultimate happiness, that is Paramananda or divine Ananda. Will not care for this world, you will be away from the public modesty, which Anand Bhai also adds on, this will be good enough. As for everyone, the major problem is what people will say. To which Bapuji says, away from public modesty, you will become like a Meera, Behad ki Meera. Soul will not like to visit here and there, but would like to sit in yoga here. We have to do, we have to be karma yogi. We have to manage our families too. We have to be, do our duties. We have been told to do secure balance and manage balance between this cosmic and supernatural. His secular acts will also connect into the supernormal automatically. When soul receives power from Father and work in remembrance of the Father, whatever he works there, people will also receive power from him. Atmosphere will also fill with the supreme peace. People will realize this. To which Anandbhai asks, when any soul of this earth, Mrityu Loka will come in our aura, he realizes something and will think in our favor. To which Bapuji says, many times if you don't lock your aura, it will spread to 10 feet, 20 feet, 40 feet, and in complete office or a home, people will love you, people will receive power from you, their aura will be affected by the power of your aura. To which Anand Bhai adds on, yes, many Behad souls or infinite souls have told me that after joining this infinite knowledge, people have started loving them more. Bapuji also confirms that yes, they receive power from you, realize ultimate peace. So Bapuji continues, when you realize the soul consciousness, soul becomes powerful. Soul consciousness means powerful soul. First of all, due to the power in your soul, your aura increases and your thoughts changes. Negative ends up, negative thinking completely stops. You become soft-hearted for others. You become ocean of truth. Your values transformed. You become ocean of mercy. You will have mercy on all. You will love all. When your subtle body charges, subtle body means all chakras of your body opens up, then your subtle body becomes supreme element. Your heart will be kind for all. You will become ocean of love. In soul conscious, when soul receives power, you will feel pleasure, as written in scripture. Soul realize aesthetic, that is divine pleasure. In corporeal, the same can be realized in the corporeal, that is sakar also. When soul receives power, soul also feel the ultimate happiness and will give ultimate happiness to others in realizing that flying in air. If 50% of the casual body is charged, soul feels like flying in the air. Hence, who are knowledgeable will like seclusion, then their aura will increase. When casual body gets charged more, then slowly 60 to 70% of casual body fills with power. Then they will get silent in their mind. Their body will remain here, but their mind will go to the highest supreme abode. They will remember Father in the highest supreme abode. They will reincarnate and remember Almighty authority. Other than this, they will not like anything. They will realize all these things practically. Who remember him will also receive power from him. When power of incorporate in the aura, visions will also start coming. People will realize his vision, then he may realize the power of flying, or at last soul will be realizing the power of self transformation. Self transformation means 100% casual body is charged automatically. Soul will transform from manifest to imperceptible without any support and will go upwards. Father of infinite, that Behad ke Bapuji, told me that children, uh, if they charge the casual body at least minimum of 20 to 25%, then I will help them up by giving them powers and grab their braid. He told me that he does not want to give more pain to the children. When I talked to your Father of infinite, that is Behad ke Bapuji, he told me that children shall not take tension or bother. They will remain light. They should not they whatever the efforts they will be able to put by being in karma yogi state, then I will be helping them by giving more power. So whatever efforts you can put, you keep putting to Behad ke children, but rest Bapuji's duty. Bapuji will take care further. Then by listening to this, Anand Bhai and all Behad children are overjoyed by listening that by putting little efforts, they will be able to take care, and it is the duty of the father. Anand Bhai concludes that the video is becoming too long, Bapuji, so we will come up with part 2 and give more details on Atma Swarup. Thank you for your wisdom, Bapuji. Behad ki param shanti, infinite peace.